Alright, here's a demo of my ET270 or a 1082T project. Basically, I took the tremolo and electrical guts from an Aria 1082, sometimes called an ET270 if it's an Epiphone, and put it into a new body which has kind of strat thickness. As you can tell, the pickups, single coils, are still noisy. They're not noise canceling in the middle. I did shield the body, but it's still, the pickups sit pretty high above the pick guard, so they still can pick up some decent noise. But it is quite a bit quieter than when it was in the stock body that wasn't shielded. A new pick guard was made, which was basically just a clone of the original pick guard. So from the old guitar is the tremolo, pickups, switch. I put a new toggle in it because the old toggle was one of those box ones. This is a Switchcraft one. These pickups are really microphonic. Like, you can hear the pickup selection. The knobs are vintage. I think the output jack and the pots were replaced in the guitar that doned parts to this. Anyway, it sounds good. I'll go through clean, and then I'll go through some dirty examples of the pickups. So, with the bridge pickup, middle, so both pickups. I'm guessing they're in parallel since they're not noise canceling. The neck pickup, which is actually the quietest pickup, oddly. You can still hear noise, but anyway. Oh, I didn't mention that the neck is a WD neck that I finished, or that was finished. I added my own decal to it. It's got Goto tuners on it. Also did a custom engraved or laser etched neck plate to go with my theme. Anyway, so those are the clean sounds, pretty much. This little switch here doesn't really make a noticeable difference except with distortion. So, like if I have it in the middle and it's really subtle. Kind of reminds me of the switch on a Jaguar, the strangle circuit. Now if I put the distortion on, there's that definite noise. Pretty awesome. Anyway, bridge pickup. Middle, both pickups on. neck pickup. So yeah, distortion handles it pretty cool. It's definitely noisy, but single coils do that. Especially these ones. These are super microphonic. I'm just tapping the plastic with a piece of plastic. So this is the build. Turned out pretty nice. It's got a metallic grayish black, kind of a charcoal finish. I ended up doing kind of a satin. You can still see the wood grain, the alder, through it a little bit. It's really thin. I didn't put a ton of sealer or whatever on it. So you can see the wood grain angled and some of the finished marks, but I kind of like it. Definitely an improvement over the vintage ones. Thicker neck pockets, so this one's not going to crack like all of the vintage ones seem to do. All the ET 270s, all the 1082Ts. There haven't really been any that I've seen that don't have a cracked neck pocket. Also, they only, like the Epiphones, you pretty much only see them in red unless they've been refinished. The Arias, you can get them in a sunburst. I've seen a white one, but I think that one was refinished. I have a white one. I think it was refinished, but I'm not sure. So it's kind of fun to be able to make kind of a new old guitar. New guitar with old guts. The tremolo, I have a cover that a forum user on OSG sent me. I haven't put it on yet. It fits it really great. I was kind of messing with the intonation. It actually intonates pretty, and it wants to go a little bit more down, but the springs are too thick. It's close enough that I don't really care. I think because this is like a 9.5 radius or a 10 or something, that's why it's more flat than a standard, stair step look with the 7.5 radius ones. Anyway, that's how it turned out. I think it turned out really well. Pretty happy with it. Sounds good. All the controls work really well. Pickups sound really cool. They're definitely unique, which is why I wanted to do a build around them. Hopefully this demo wasn't boring and you got something out of it, if not just to kill some time, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. My buddy who built the body and did the pickguard for me even did the little drill dots to show where 10 is, or to show where your controls are set at. Thought that was a pretty classy touch of him. He makes me some pretty cool stuff. Alright, that's my demo.